first opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Watson. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Chubb trying to middle here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mayfield on play action. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Colts at 6 and 5 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It
looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Third and long. It's Watson. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
They start on the ground. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
this drive about to get started.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 27, Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble and second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The middle, it's Chubb, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Run. Hey, alert 33. Point it right. Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action. Mayfield.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
As this complete to Woods. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
McCann's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Regular.
They run once more with Taylor.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have the Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Try to lay one up deep.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
first down. Felton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Chubb is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And that will knot us up at 10.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try and get him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Mayfield on play action. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. McCann's got it teed up. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. picked off by David Long. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to Taylor on first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On second down, it's Taylor.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Running left, Taylor.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end. On the handoff, this is Taylor. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up